Hello, I'm the wife of Rob Lee, and we have a message. Robert wrote this article. I'm going to read it. Before we begin, let me remind you of the October 14th video. It really is that good and important. We firmly believe in the right to protect, defend, survive, and prepare as best as we can. However, being prepared has entirely different meanings for different people. In this video, you'll hear truths that are not found on any survival training videos, TV shows, books, or websites. We're going to share the pinnacle of how to survive the end days. All of you have seen and heard the phrase end days, last days, and end times. There is a huge industry of the genre. There are countless websites, books, and videos on the subject. Companies sell food, gear, underground bunkers, and even schools to prepare people for the last days. It is big money accompanied by big lies and big fear. The cons love to sell fear to stimulate the people to buy their products. They paint the picture of a world of zombies walking the streets. All hell is breaking loose, and it's every man, woman, and child for themselves. And through all this chaos, the way to save yourself is to have guns, knives, water, powdered food, and be tucked away from the zombies and roving bands of evil heathen. None dare to mention what comes after that and why it is even happening in the first place. The end day survival genre is big money and big deceit. It is on mainstream TV. There are dozens of shows on 24/7 about survival. People cannot get enough of it. The naive and delusional masses sit on their couches eating poison while fantasizing about surviving in the wilderness or being some great warrior when the end days moment comes. People will devote their entire lives to a self-defense and survival skills. Most of these subjects are learned by watching videos. However, in the end, you are better off to master 1 or 2 skills than trying to learn 50 and end up mastering none. Our ancestors had to have such knowledge to survive, and they mastered quite a few skills. Usually, there is no real-life experience in any of these subjects. People have become zombies. We are the zombie nation. People do not learn by hands, on trial, and error or dare. We say by asking God for help. Nope, they go to the internet, watch a video, and 10 minutes later, they are self-professed experts. There is violence, wars, riots, food shortages, and shortages on many other things that people have taken for granted. Americans have become spoiled, lazy, and more importantly, godless. We know there are going to be rougher times up ahead. We are seeing this unfold right before our eyes. However, in this maze of lies, fear, and deceit is the truth that never gets talked about. Americans love idols, heroes, propping up people, and making them far bigger than they could ever be. This foolish and asinine behavior mocks God and brings swift and harsh punishment on the people and nation. Judges chapter 10:14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Let's go further in our understanding what's really taking place and how to survive. Jesus did indeed say the end would be the worst time in existence. You can read the entire chapter of Matthew 24, but we want to focus on 2 verses. Those are Matthew chapter 24 and verses 21 and 22. Let's read. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Jesus says a great tribulation like never before, yet in verse 22, he says those days are so bad, they must be shortened for the elect's sake. Father shortens those days for us. We see our loving Father looking out for his children. There are many other verses to read, and especially in Revelation. However, let's continue with end-day survival knowledge. A man will watch a video on how to find water when the chaos comes, but he never has the slightest idea who the living water is and who has the power to bring him to the water. The same man will watch a video about how to make fire and have light in the last days, but never has the knowledge to know whom the light of the world is. We all need food and water. However, if we are to survive the last days, let's follow the one who can give us all these things anytime he pleases. John 4:14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. John 6:55. For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. How about we eat and drink Jesus, and he'll see that we have what we need. Lights and power. Americans are so fearful about losing power, they have forgotten the true meaning of what it means. John 8:12. Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Matthew 28:18. And Jesus came and spake unto them, saying, All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. The key to surviving and enduring the last days is what it has been to survive every day. It is Jesus above all. Matthew 10:37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Jesus must come before everyone and everything, not looking back. Luke 9:62. And Jesus said unto him, No man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God. Once you give it all to Jesus, you can never look back, and what you left or whom you left, Jesus is first and always will be. Trusting God pleases God. Psalms 118:8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Psalms 44:6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. Real courage comes directly from the Almighty Father. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind, having real peace through all the chaos. Isaiah 26:3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. The synagogue of Satan, bankers, media, Hollywood, corporations, secret societies, Google, the medical industry, the military, and all the fake heroes and false gods, how much power do they really have? Look at the people who follow them. Is your life in their hands, or is your life in the hands of the only true Father and Creator? Our final thoughts, Job 12:10. In whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind? Guns, bunkers, ammo, rice, and supplies have limitations. The Almighty Father has no limitations. You will do well to remember that. We love you all.